I'm gonna keep Black Dragon in the background until he comes back. Anyways, Pablo says a lot of young cats don't get the whole eye contact thing. They'll run their story down wearing shades. Yeah, yeah. I've met a lot of people in the club scene that will come straight up to me, my age, with their glasses on, and be like, "Yo, what's going down, my man?" Like thinking like it's like, or they're too good for me to even take it off, and that in itself, it's like, are you better than me? Are you trying to say that you're better than me? Are you trying to disrespect me here? A lot of the new school doesn't fully have that grasp of like eye contact, how important shaking someone's hand is. You take off your gloves, you got to use your senses, right? Skin to skin, pause, I know, but skin to skin, eyes to eyes. It's about the senses and being able to read somebody, because the eyes are the window of the soul. You know what I mean? You can tell when someone's bullshitting you like that by looking in their eyes. And a lot of the times these cats don't understand that it really is a full-on respect thing, no matter who you're talking to. Doesn't matter if you're my age and we think it's cool. No, I don't think it's cool. You know what I mean? If we're on the set, I expect you to move like we're on the set. Like, just because I'm maybe your same age doesn't mean that I'm going to be okay with that crap, because I'm not. And because there are some people that are my age that take it very serious. This is a lifestyle that obviously was way before us. We have to show respect to that, right? So that's why, personally, just me, is that I would always I would ride to this very house right here on my motorcycle, 77 miles one way, 77 miles back home. I would ride over here just to see the OG, just to sit not to gain anything from him other than maybe knowledge, not to sit there and want something from him, to get something from him. I just wanted to sit in the garage with him, be there, present, and learn, whether it's working on a motorcycle and helping out. Being a part of the team is something you have to learn how to do. You can't, it, like I said, you cannot conquer a world by yourself, and you need to learn from the people that made this and made it become what this culture is. And the OGs set the foundation of this. And unfortunately, my generation is really rough on the aspect of they don't think that, that they're about themselves. And this is where individualistic behavior happens. And when individualistic behavior happens, what ends up happening? Usually there's some heat, right? So now you're bringing unnecessary heat to the organization, all because of individualistic, wants and needs, when you're not thinking big picture. And so I'm not sure where and why this transition from, let's say, the boomers and Gen X to millennials and Gen Z, I'm not sure why there is this mega separation where it's like we want to go completely against what the OGs say, because I am not for that. I do not advocate for that. I'm the type of guy, go sit down next to the bar. If he's sitting there ready to talk, he's by himself, go over there to that gray beard and talk to him. Like, get to know the history, get to learn about their time in the club. But see, it's all washed away now. And like this topic is saying, the club forgets quick, man. And it happened to me too. This is not something that, like I said, this is not one organization. This is not one club. It's unfortunate, but it happens everywhere. And even when someone my age accomplishes something major, the thing is you could be there's jealousy that comes into play. Sometimes people in the club will feel like you're taking spotlight away from them when the spotlight was never actually on them in the first place. There's these individualistic feelings and emotions that people do and have. Social media is a big ordeal, right? And it's something that clubs are still trying to figure out how to manage, how to deal, what to post, what you're not supposed to post, and each club has their own ordeal with it. And I bring that up to say because social media, if used correctly, can be used, and I believe I used it correctly for my organization to make it essentially in a better light, and but social media can work just as well against you as it worked for me, right? It can work against you very easily. And that's why clubs are scared to talk to media personnel, because we are a secret society. Let's just call it like it is, right? We are a secret society, and that's why everyone hates us. That's why everyone watches us. That's why everyone wants to be a part of it and infiltrate it, right? That's why the cops hate us, because they're not allowed to have our information. That's our shit. But I say all of this to say that, for instance, I helped put the club in a good light. I helped do a whole bunch of stuff, whether it's opening up chapters, doing a whole bunch of stuff for the club, but it doesn't matter, because within, I swear, a month, it's gone. Like, no one cares. No one's thinking about it. It's not like someone sat there and logged it down and now we're going to talk about this 30 years from now in the books, because that doesn't happen. A lot of the times you can ask these people just a couple months later who did what, and they won't know, because, well, the truth be told, let's call it like this is people are in it a lot of the times for self-gain. And that's the problem. That's why we always say we MC, right? That is why we say that, because it's so many people are focused about them and what they can gain. And that's not what this is about. That's not why you're there. The whole goal, the whole reason to be in a motorcycle club is essentially, this is how I look at it, is you put your best attributes in the middle, in the center, and we all build and eat together. That's how I look at it. It's not an individualistic thing. It's a network. And this was told to me once as well. In order to have a club, think of, if you have branches, just tree branches, right? Well, they're just tree branches before they're tree branches. But if you put them all together, now you've actually got a club. And that's what that is. It can't be just one part of a tree. It's all of us collectively as a club. We're a unit. So, this topic, the club forgets, real quick, and it's true. I don't want people to get upset about it. I don't want people to worry about it when it happens, or if it happens to you. You're not there for an attaboy. You're not there to have your ass patted. You're not there to have someone patting your shoulder, because the truth is you're doing all these things because you're supposed to be doing these things. And truth be told, you're not really supposed to be rewarded for what you're already supposed to be doing. Period, right? So these are how I break it down. Black Dragon has a very an awesome way of thinking as well, because he looks at it obviously from the OG perspective, and that's why I love doing this show with him. Is it shows though I represent the younger crew, you know what I mean, the younger cats, I'm actually someone that sees past what the younger cats are doing, and I actually like the OG way of thinking. I think you guys figured that out. But I do bring that perspective of my mindset at my age in the club set, being able to intertwine that with someone like Black Dragon, who's been in this for 35 years, longer than I've been alive. Being able to crisscross and talk about these different subjects together is amazing. Let's see what everyone's saying in the chat over here. It's not about accolades and high fives, dude. Steve Easy, you dead on, 100% right. I appreciate you, Dwayne. Much respect, much respect. Duke up in the building as well. Shoot, man. Let's see. BD didn't know what a Cabbage Patch doll was, much less a Cabbage Pale Kid. Oh my god, dude. But at the end of the day, it's just to have fun. And yes, that is essentially why we join clubs, is because we enjoy what we do. You're not joining it going, I hate doing this. Like if you do that, get out. You know what I mean? Just don't waste anyone's time. You're doing this because you enjoy this, and you're doing the things that you're doing because you know they're right, and you're doing it for the betterment of the organization, which ultimately brings you fun. Facts. Very, very factual statement. I know what a garbage wagon is. Oh, what? I don't know what that is. Turned 67 this year, but my hip is like 90. Hey, trust me, I'm 28 and I feel like I'm 80, you know, sometimes. So I feel it. I go to bed at 8 p.m., man, but I wake up at 4 a.m. every single day. So that's kind of a thing. Mike, you definitely don't move like a man in his 20s. You have an old soul, in my humble opinion. Thank you, sir. I very, very much appreciate those kind words. I try to hold myself up to that next level, right? And especially I have a responsibility because I'm not only in the club set and scene, but I'm also someone that speaks regarding these topics, motorcycle clubs, stuff like that. If I have these responsibilities, if I have these things happening, I have a responsibility to know what the hell I'm talking about. I have to know what I'm talking about. I have to there's no way that you could just have a normal person just come up here and just talk, because the problem is that's why we don't have like co-hosts like you guys like have seen with like me and Dragon. You don't see that very often because you're not going to have people that are on the same like understanding of protocol, understanding of this. So this is not just some random stuff we're talking about. This is very heavy topics, very they're special. There's things that you have to like work around to know that you're not going to get yourself in trouble either being on the internet. Here let's see what Brother Duke says. Here I view which isn't like what I grew up around. It was riding, fucking fun and freedom, family, and there are too many rules these days. I agree with that sentiment too. I agree with that, but that's not all of our fault. That is also the blues side fault too, for, you know, making things not so fun and available and easy to do all the time either. I know I'm older than him, but I look much younger. Black don't crack.